My name is Miss Malika. I am 44 years old. I was married with 3 kids. We were living in Lagos, Nigeria. My husband owns loan and investment company that crashed because of a failed business target, and this results in him, my husband, running into a big debt at this point. The threat and harassment was much, from loss of clients that believe in his business and invested money. The only option for us is to run away from Nigeria with our case. Before the police will be involved, we have left Nigeria unplanned. When we got to our new destination, everywhere we are like new to all of us. My kids are not schooling. Sometimes to eat is hard. I first got work permit. I start to work as a domestic staff in some family. It's more easy for a woman to get work in that country. I started working, making little money to the level that the little savings we have, my husband started sending some to the people he is owing, small money. One day, my contractor took me to one family to go and work. That's a very rich home. The man used to pay me times three of what I get in other homes. But he likes to spank my boss, and I don't like it. I continued telling my husband. I later decided to stop working in his home anytime they call for my service. My husband will tell me since he is paying me more, I should just focus on my work and go and work for him. When I resumed work that day, the big man called me. He boldly told me he wants to test a black woman. I felt offended. I said no. He paid me for my services and jokingly touched my boobs again, as he always do. When I came home, I told my husband I will not go there again. He was unhappy because of what I was going through. He gave me some word of encouragement and calmed me down. After 3 days later, his house supervisor called for my service. I refused. My husband told me to consider everything, that I should try to go and work. That one thing he knows is that the man will not force me. When I went the next day, the man now told me he has doubled his offer, 20,000, if I will accept his offer. I smiled and said to him I don't want. The money he pays me is enough for me. When I got home, I told my husband. He laughed and said to me that if the offer gets high, he can accept it and sin for only once and settle our problem. It sounds so disgusting to me. I left his presence to the restroom, bath, and sleep. This man continued to increase the price until he got to money that is equivalent to $35,700. One day, I came home telling my husband now his work permit is ready. I will stop going to work in that rich man's house. He said, okay, but I should work at least 1 more month with him so he can master the work he is doing in a construction site. In that his new workplace, my husband met one man who promised to help him introduce him to a particular business if he have money equivalent to $40,000. We made our verification. It was a lucrative business, so we started working towards it and saving for it, but it was a big money. One night, my husband told me since my boss is asking for what is not sexual intercourse from me with almost the exact money we need, why can't we consider his request? I looked at him with surprise. He started to beg me, saying he knows it sounds silly and also sounds as if he don't love me, but I should know that it's only between him and I. I refused. He continued begging me for almost 1 week plus. I was confused at this time. I know our life will change if we get into that business contract, but we need money. The only way I will get the money needed is to let another man feel me. That's the disgusting thing. Finally, my husband convinced me. I accepted. I let my boss To know that I have accepted his offer, I requested for the money he gave me in cash. He later did his wish. That day, I went home with tears because I was like one who has offended heaven and earth. When I got home, I gave my husband the money. I went in our room, lay down, crying out my eyes. He, my husband, came in, held my back, told me God will forgive us, that the sacrifice I paid was for my family and kids. From that day, I stopped working in that rich man's home. My husband and I went to sign the contract of that business together. In less than 6 months, we changed apartments. In 1 year time, he has finished paying his debt. Money keeps coming in. He opened another business in Nigeria, which always take him to Nigeria before you know it. People started calling me. He is keeping one lady in Nigeria. In fact, that he wants to marry the lady. When I confronted him, he said yes, and he plans to marry her. I picked up the phone, told the girl I will send people after her, that she cannot come and dance on the floor I cleared, that she should leave my husband. After that threat to the girl, that was when my husband said he needs a divorce. His people summoned him, tried to ask him why he wished to marry another woman, whether if we are having some problems. That was when he opened up to them that I slept with another man I was working with just for money. It sounded so disgusting on their ears because it was something related to infidelity. They didn't give me a listening ear. They just went to my family and demanded for the bride price that was paid on my head, telling my people I should never enter my husband's house again, whether dead or alive. My name was all over the village and town as an adulterous woman. My respect and dignity was soaked on the mud. I cried day and night. Later that same year, I accepted the divorce, but the problem is that we are going to lose that business contract we both signed, and he doesn't wish for that because of the money that comes out of it. So the divorce process was pending. He went ahead to marry the second wife. I later went back and secured the contract alone. Until today, it's still moving great. My kids and I are living comfortable, but the shame to travel back to Nigeria and my village is still a big problem to me. He, my ex-husband, went on, married that lady. 2 years of their marriage, he had a very terrible road accident, but survived. But he is using wheelchair because he cannot walk again. His new wife went away with many property, documents belonging to him. The business I built with him, she collapsed it and told him she is no more interested in their marriage any longer. She traveled to Australia with another man, as they told me. My husband is in Nigeria, disturbing people to ask me for forgiveness. But the truth is this: I can never forgive him or set my eyes on him again in this life. Among my kids is only my first daughter taking his course. Now he is a state of no hope and sickness. He wants to heal the wound he gave me that can never be healed. He tries to call his siblings to tell them the truth, but it's too late because many of them need the few properties that is remaining. I have moved on. Ladies, no matter the financial stress you and your family is passing through, do not let yourself to be used or to be sacrificed for money to come in, because once the money is there, he, your husband, will remember some things and start to put you behind.